Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Minute Mondays with Matt. It's a gorgeous day here in Cooperstown, and we decided to go out on location for this week's segment. We're here at the Iroquois Farm Stable, which is just across the street from the Clark Sports Center, as we prepare as the chamber to present to a couple of the Cooperstown Graduate School program students. This beautiful building is what is left on the land that once occupied Iroquois Mansion. The 40-room home of Mr. and Mrs. Ambrose Clark. Ambrose inherited the property in 1902 when he was only 21, and the mansion actually used to sit where the Clark Sports Center currently is located, but it was torn down in 1983. Let's take a look back at the week that was. It was once again a busy week for the Chamber as we try to prepare for this upcoming summer season, and we look to move the community forward. First off, we want to point out, in case you missed it, that Cooperstown was recently named as one of the top 25 small towns in America by Architectural Digest. This is quite the honor, but with our wonderful hospital system with the Bassett Medical Center, an amazing school district, the Clark Sports Center, and world-class museums, this distinction should not come as any surprise. It's definitely something that we at the Chamber will use to be marketing this wonderful community, not only to visitors, but also in the hopes that people will relocate here to Cooperstown. Next, on Thursday, I had the privilege of attending a town hall conversation with Department of Labor Commissioner Roberta Reardon, who spoke at the Otisauga event hosted by the Otsego County Chamber of Commerce. During the conversation, many issues were discussed, but I took the opportunity to ask a couple of questions specifically about minimum wage and also the fact that New York State is not designating nearly enough funds for small businesses to grow. Currently, all grant funding opportunities through New York State seem to be geared towards large businesses. We understand we want to bring jobs to the state. However, what is it going to take a business from 3 to 5 employees to 10 to 15? Those are the questions that we're trying to ask. So we went and tried to encourage the state to relook at their funding system, and afterwards the commissioner was very appreciative of the questions that we had. So now we're going to continue to try to advocate on behalf of small businesses. And then, speaking of advocacy, the Chamber is rolling up its sleeves on another issue. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo recently came out and spoke about an issue that may affect a lot of businesses in our region. As you know, individuals that serve as waitresses and waiters often receive a salary or minimum wage that is lower than what is the state mandated minimum wage. Businesses are allowed to do this based on the fact that these employees can accept tips, which is something that is not shared by the kitchen staff. However, the governor is now looking at possibly removing this credit. And so that would mean that a business would have to raise their minimum wage for these employees, and the employees would still be eligible for the tips. So what does this mean for a business? Well, it would increase the employer's cost by approximately 33%. That would likely mean that businesses would have to pass on that expense to us as consumers, thus raising all costs. This would also create an unequal work environment between the people that are working in the front of the house and the back of the house, from the waitresses and the waiters to the kitchen staff, which is something that we definitely do not want to encourage. All these issues will do nothing positive for the businesses. So we here at the Chamber are throwing out our support behind the businesses and have issued a letter against the proposed idea. And taking this even further, think about it from an employee standpoint, it may actually reduce the fund or the amount of money that an employee is bringing home, as many restaurants may look at removing tipping altogether if this was to go through. Now let's take a look at the week ahead. It's hard to believe that March begins on Thursday. However, with this weather, it's good to see. 2018 seems to be flying by, but it just means that we're getting that much closer to the excitement of summer. But before we get there, we still have plenty of things to do here in Cooperstown. First off, there's a Village Board of Trustees meeting tonight where they'll be having a lengthy conversation about the new proposed drone law. It'll be interesting to see what this brings, but with events such as the Hall of Fame weekend, we can understand why they're looking into this. Then, looking at Wednesday, the Otisauga is once again hosting its International Night, with this week's theme being Thailand. Then on Saturday, one of the greatest events that our community does, the Empty Bowls Luncheon, returns. The event raises thousands of dollars each year, all benefiting the Cooperstown Food Pantry. and it has been their biggest fundraiser over the last number of years. For $15, you can break bread with friends and neighbors, and eat a bowl of soup, and also keep the bowl, which was handmade by local residents. Lastly, recently named Cooperstown Chamber Hall of Fame member of the Children's Museum will be kicking off Sugaring Off Sundays. This weekly event offers maple sugaring demonstrations, children's activities, and also a full pancake breakfast for everybody to enjoy. Now, I hope everybody gets out and enjoys this beautiful weather, but before I go, I want to give out a special shout out today to a couple of our students at Cooperstown Central School. As many of you know, outside my chamber duties, I volunteer as a coach at Cooperstown Central School. And this week, Cooperstown senior Ted Meebust, whose mom used to be a trustee with the village and his dad works at Bassett Healthcare Network, will be heading to the New York State Swimming Championships down in Long Island, leaving on Thursday, and we hope that he brings back a state title, which would be the first time in school history for a swimmer. And the team that I assist with, the Cooperstown Boys Basketball Team program, will be playing on Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Carrier Dome, seeking its third consecutive sectional title. And so I just want to take a moment and wish everybody the best of luck, and hopefully everybody gets out and supports these individuals that are so instrumental to our community. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you all next week. Until then, have a great day.